That was the last stem in this particular coupe. Sentinels to the Woodland. Hey up Woodlanders. This morning was meant to be one of them super quick jobs in a garden. What was meant to be 2 hours turned into 4.5. So seems to be chasing my tail all this afternoon. Logman's been up. He's had a trailer full of logs. Jeff's been in, managed to extract a trailer full of logs. Just do an order for 10 hedge lane stakes for tomorrow before it goes dark. Hopefully tomorrow will go a little. Oh, today, watch that. Should be cutting all day tomorrow, and it'd be nice to think I can get that last little bit done, which is, can't really see from here, about 150 yards over there somewhere. There's a filthy fat slug there. I'll try and get everything bundled up for Friday, which can be then extraction day again. Got my brand new roller sisal. This should last me the rest of winter, hopefully. Near the owls. There's a couple of tawny owls in the woodland. It's just gone a little bit dark rather quickly. See you tomorrow. Morning. Welcome to the rain capital of the world, a place where it never really stops raining. If you were to dive into the deepest ocean, it still wouldn't be as wet as it is here. So as you may have guessed, we've had a ridiculous amount of rain overnight again. It was my hope that I would get this finished today, but there's still what's happening with the alder, and then there's a whole load of thinning got to be done of the oaks and the pines at the far end. So it's far from over, but I feel like I'm making some progress on the hazel cutting. So we'll carry on where we left off last week. Just 2 stools left. Run out of fuel. It's also lunchtime. Right, food. Peace. That was the last stem in this particular coupe. So we have done, I think it's about 14 days of cutting, which is what I roughly estimated, and we've got one more full day of extraction. But we've also got at least 1 day of trimming up, dressing. It's a nice feeling to know that before the winter shut down, we have got this coupe finished of the hazel. Hopefully you'll find a little bit of inspiration knowing that I have done this block. We're in January, we'll be onto a completely new block. Right, let's get some brush tidied up. I've just had the chainsaw out on these little bits around here. These oak trees, just sort of pruning off some of the lower branches, but I love these trees. There's several on this corner. So there's those two. This one's a bit smaller, and then there's that one there. And it's as if they're like guardians or sentinels to the woodland. They sort of guard this southern boundary into the rest of this hazel coppice that I've been cutting. I quite like that. As timber trees, firewood only, but as guardians, fantastic. Anyway, stop dreaming again, you idiot. Get some work done. Got to dress up those stakes over there. Today's the 19th of December, so 2 more days. For us in the UK is what they class as the shortest amount of daylight in the day, longest amount of night time, and that means another week it'll be nearly summer. Nearly. I always look forward in a way to the 21st. I just see it as a marker of yes, we've got past the darkness, and then you go through the holiday period, and then you get to January the 1st and 2nd, and suddenly you can like, oh man, you can just tell that the brightness of longer days appears. Good morning. Feeling cold this morning. I don't know whether I'm coming down with some sort of chill. I've got my hand warmer out. Got my big ugly yellow coat on. Because I'm not cutting today, I'm only dressing. It's not the most energetic of little tasks. Just want to try and get all the stakes dressed and bundled if I can, and then we can get them out on the tractor then. Here's one pile, and then we'll just keep wandering around the woodland. I'll give you a quick 360. We started, when we first started, over there where those piles are. You might just see them through that avenue of trees, and then we worked all the way around there and we just kept zigzagging our way through. All of this was hazel. We were up there, and then because this has all been extracted now from here, and then you see in the distance some more sticks, and way over there you might just be able to see a little bit of green grass. Well, that's where we finished up yesterday. I was a bit disappointed in myself yesterday again. I got a message from the chap who I supplied some stakes and binders to about a month ago, and it was those willow binders I had from that place in Overseal with a willow bed, and I was quite convinced that they were really good, usable binders that were up to spec, and I was more than happy with them, to be honest. Anyway, I got a message back saying they were now the using ornament, and he didn't actually say that, but that was my words. But they were no good because they were too thin and too short, so I had to refund that. That made me think then I've supplied other people with these binders as well, and they've not contacted me at all, but I've contacted them. I've done the same, offered them a refund. If they can't use me, you can't use them, can you? So I was a bit frustrated, a bit annoyed with myself, a bit down in the dumps again about it, thinking, man, I keep supplying these things and I think they're okay, and then all of a sudden they're not okay, and you think, oh, what's wrong with my quality control? You know, I've been disappointed with my quality in the past, and so I stopped selling hazel binders because I just could not get the quality of material at all. I thought these willow binders would be fine, and clearly they're not. But when I get complaints like that, I think I must be getting sensitive in my old age. It quite knocks me back a bit, really. I think, oh, what a shame. Now I've got to. It's not that I've got to give the money back or anything like that, or the loss financially. I think I get frustrated that I've lost the time. So that willow, I spent above 2 days on that willow, and that's now lost, and there's no financial return from that. In a roundabout sort of way, I could do with a few days off, clear my head, work out what's important, and then carry on again in the new year. Yesterday I was on a high, like, oh, finish this Coppice Coupe, and then I get this message, and yeah, probably maybe like, oh. By the end of this week I've done 17 days, about 8 loads of firewood, which round figures is about 800 quid, UK pounds, about 500 stakes for about 400 pounds, beam poles, and I think there's about 200 of them, for about 300 pounds all in, 1,500 pounds from 17 days. So I don't know how quick you are on your maths, but 1,500 pounds over 17 days is significantly less than 100 pounds a day. So I think I'm struggling to meet minimum wage here, which is not the desired effect. It's perhaps not the greatest advert for trying to be a Coppice worker on Hazel that is not in cycle. The more products you're trying to find, the slower your progress is through the actual Coppice. Now, I'm not about to give up, because I'm not in it for the money. I don't want to get rich from the Coppice, and I don't think that is even possible. I enjoy working in it, albeit I don't like the rain. I enjoy the workload, I enjoy the physicality of it all. Somebody said to me once, what would you do? What path would you take if you won the lottery? Now, I don't do the lottery. £1 million, if I kept the same standard of living as I've got now, I would never need to work again. And he said to me, he says, what would you do though with your time? And I says, I'll probably carry on doing what I'm doing because I enjoy it. Apparently there's a survey that's linked to all of that. So it's true, I wouldn't, it's not about the money for this. I feel that in my mind I've done the right thing by the environment, by the tree, by nature, by the future. Sort of cutting for the future, really. I'm hoping one day that whoever takes over, potentially from where I am, that they will, like, oh, I'm glad that bloke decided to cut that coppice and carried on through all the hard times, so that now I've got some half decent hazel. And I'm hoping in the future that I will be able to benefit from that half decent hazel, and I will one day be able to make half decent stakes and binders and beam poles without having to worry about poor quality and those sort of things. But that's what keeps me going in a way, is where the future is, and knowing that coppice, we humans have worked with coppice for thousands of years, and it's just the way it naturally works together, sort of symbiotic in a way. If you don't cut the coppice, it doesn't get better, it gets worse. It gets worse for the environment and worse for the tree. The more you cut it, the better everything is, which is quite a remarkable process, really. It's as if they were designed for cutting. Amazing. One thing we've not done for ages, and that's a one-word Wednesday. If you can, describe your whole week in one word. 2, 4, 6, 7. I honestly don't know what mine is. Having a job with my tripod lately as well. Can you use hyphenated words? So if you'll let me and use a hyphenated word, I'm on target. Oh, that's 11. God grief, can't give them too many. These edge layers. and that's it. We've got 7 there, so it's 3 short of a full load, which pretty well describes me. 3:30. So that is about me done. Here we've got piles here, 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 and here, and here, and here, and here, here, and here. Come on, let's go home. Decided to pelt down with rain. Not having fun. Morning all. I'm trying to work out what order to do things in this morning. And the biggest challenge today is dealing with the wet. Yesterday we had the storm from wherever, and we had 50-mile-an-hour winds, which has wreaked just a little bit of havoc locally with trees, and it's even affected me personally because our time-lapse tree, it's not actually our tree but it's at the end of our garden, and it has succumbed to the 50-mile-an-hour winds and it's on the deck, which is rather sad. I am a little bit gutted about that really. I really like that tree. It was rotten, half dead, but it created this amazing sort of static feature, this skeleton for the time lapses, and of course it's gone. So time lapses will never be the same without it. We're going to make a mess down here today. Sorry, Jeff. Some people wonder why farmers always put their gateways in the muddiest parts of the field. And it's true of foresters. Why do foresters always put their rides in the muddiest parts of the field? Number 1. That snapped off oak has managed to survive the storms. And I think Jeff was saying it's all to do with how much shelter he gets in the centre of the woodland. I was convinced that would have come down last night. Number 2, and double diff lock. Load number 3 is stakes charcoal wood. Just got to get through the mush. This trailer's beam poles. There's still even more beam poles to come out. I'm hoping I don't lose my load. I'm trying to get them all on, but there's at least another 3 stacks yet. Why is the last load always the most ridiculous? Safe to say, we've got piles here, 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 and here, and here. So after a good day's graft, we back up our own woodland, just to unload these stakes. So I'll make this the end of the woodlog. Thanks for watching. If you're able to, enjoy the woodlands over this winter period. If you like the video, give it a thumb. I like thumbs. YouTube likes thumbs. We all like thumbs. I'll see you in the next one. Just a quick clip for Adam. He was asking me the other day how you get the hydraulic links up and down. Adam, if you're listening, on mine, you got your spool valves just down here on the right hand side of the tractor. That one, for me, is for the hydraulic auxiliary spools, which is those, and that one is the raise and lower. So to lower it, you push forwards like that, and it goes down, and then you lift it backwards like that, and it raises up the linkages. Hope that helps.